Okay, hello guys, we are back with another Legacies video for the review. This is seasons ranked. This is the only tier list I could find with Legacy seasons on it, and I tried to make my own and that was a disaster. So I'm just doing this, and there will be some ads by the way, but I just made a new tab, I guess, called other shows and just shoved these in here. So yeah. But this is like season 1, season 2, season 3, season 4 right here to rank. This is probably the shortest ranking video, but here we go. We've got I could watch this season every day for the rest of my life. Solid. The thought was there. Messy, bad / boring. And now we've got season 1. I could watch this season every day for the rest of my life. This is just such a great introduction to the show, to the characters. I loved the vibe. It was hilarious and it was fun, and introducing the monster of the week was great, and it's probably the most fun I had out of any season in the entire Vampire Diaries universe. It was great. And even with the fun episodes, they had the serious ones like episode 6, Mom Be Dearest, episode 13 and 11. 11's serious about confronting her father's death, Klaus's death, as well as episode 13 where MG says he still has a lot of good to do, and they balance it very well, and it's just great. But here we are with the second season of the show. Now this is the debate I've gone through in my head. Is season 1 or 2 better? At the time I thought season 2 was better. On a rewatch I thought season 1 was maybe better, and it's kind of just like they're close. But I think season 2 is solid. I don't think it's as good as season 1, especially towards the end-ish. Episodes get a little worse. It starts off pretty great. Like the first 12 episodes or whatever is actually pretty great, if I remember that right. Yeah, 12 or whatever. But like the last 3 or 4 peg it down a little from I could watch the season every day for the rest of my life. But season 2 is very solid. Like if I could add I might add a new row called very solid. But yes, it's very good season. These first 2 seasons are a vibe. Now season 3 was a little harder to get through. Of course I love Legacies the most and I will rewatch these seasons the most, but Legacy season 3 is probably not as good as the first 2. It gets a little repetitive. We kind of don't get much to the overarching story, which is kind of what season 1 and 2 did perfectly, while also keeping the monster of the week. I'm back. I had to let my cat out because she's demanding. But season 3, little repetitive. Takes a bit to get there where it needs to be, but it's 20 episodes, and I will say probably at around the halfway point. The last 10 episodes are actually really strong. Some of my favorite actually, and for me saying I don't love season 3, actually in my best episodes there'll be probably the most from season 3, because season 3 is it has like 5 amazing episodes, like some of the best in the series, and like 15 meh episodes. Not meh, but just good. I guess. But season 3 is maybe it should be solid. I don't know. I don't think it's not as good as these 2, but I don't know if it's the thought was there. I think it might be solid, but just behind season 2. You know what? I just went through the episodes again. I'm gonna put season 3 still in solid. I love it. It's still so good, but it is behind these 2. Now season 4. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I'm not really a harsh critic. If you've seen the originals and the Vampire Diaries rankings as well, I'm not really a harsh critic, and you see my love for Legacies, right? Like these seasons are up there, even better than like some Vampire Diaries and original seasons. Like they're really good seasons. But season 4 is the fall off of the show. On rewatches, I will not rewatch season 4 anymore. Maybe some episodes, maybe like the ending episode, maybe. I like the first 2 episodes, I think, are pretty good. The original family coming back, that's a pretty good episode. But season 4 sucks. The writing's so lazy. They went away from the monster of the week suddenly. Season 4, they're like, oh, no more monster of the week. We're just gonna be like a Vampire Diaries original season. And I know some people liked that, okay? But it's too late to decide that, in my opinion. On the 4th season, you've already defined what your show's gonna be. We already know what Legacies is. It's this monster of the week with some overarching story and some overarching plot lines. But it's monster of the week, it's fun, and whatever. But the 4th season completely flips that on their head. We get like more death, Hope goes dark. No more monster of the week. It's this story about the gods, which was so boring. The gods were horrible. I also feel like they fumbled with Hope. Her tribrid was cool, but it was actually really cool. But they make her the tribrid, the most powerful being on the earth. And then 1 episode later, they say, hey, she's actually not. There's gods. They're more powerful than her. I was like, okay, that kind of underwhelms everything we've been hyping up for seasons. Someone literally can easily beat up Hope now, which is just BS. And then they also fumbled the delivery, I guess, of her turning off her humanity, her going dark. That could have been a really interesting plot. Her turning off her humanity, going dark, and kind of having to go against the main group of friends, like kind of have to try and get her humanity back. But they have like 1 episode with her and the friends. The rest is her and Aurora, or her and Lizzie, or her just by herself. It's just, they did not deliver with her turning off her humanity. It could have been so much more compelling and interesting. And then it sucks they got canceled. The ending episode is probably the worst series finale of the 3, but it hurt the most. I actually cried the hardest. I think I cried out of anything in all 3 shows when this show ended, because I loved it so much, and it was the end of the Vampire Diaries universe as well. But the ending episode, it's because it wasn't really their series finale. But season 4 is so hard to get through. It's just so hard to get through. Some of the worst episodes on the show, and it's just completely different than the first 3, which can be good, but when you've already established this as your show, you can't do that. If they did something with her humanity off, as well as what the first 3 seasons showed us, it could have been pretty good. But I'm going to put this in bad, boring. Bad, boring. I don't think I did that for any season. I didn't put any season in the worst tier, except for this season. So this season's the worst in all 3 shows, 100%. They could have made it good. And it has a good poster. But yeah, that's my list. Some separation there from the seasons. If you're going to rewatch, don't rewatch season 4. My opinion. Obviously, let's be respectful about our own opinions. But thank you guys so much for watching. I will do a character tier list next. Have a good rest of your day. Goodbye.